So I recently posted a review for the Warcraft movie in theaters and got a copyright claim. The claim was made by Universal due to my usage of background footage from the promotional trailer for the Warcraft movie. I have already made a counterclaim against Universal due to the fact that the reviews fall under fair use, and the footage used during the review was being utilized to give visual aid to my critiques of the movie. Not only did I lose my monetization rights to my review, but am now being forced to display advertisements on my video, without any right to an objection. The alternative to this would be deleting the review, which I wanted to do before the claim was made, in order to re-upload the video due to lackluster sound quality. But I don't know if that video will be claimed by Universal too, and lead to a strike on my channel. The whole copyright system on YouTube is automated now, which leads to these type of claims to take place and for creators to lose their right to their own works. The biggest reason YouTube automates its copyright system is to save money by not hiring employees to search through the ever-expanding archives of Google servers and find legitimate copyright claims. This gets false flags thrown here and there throughout the YouTube community. And every day you see another video about someone losing their monetization rights or have their videos deleted. In these videos, their response is usually to put the blame on YouTube and its automated copyright system, calling it a bad business practice. Angry Joe gave the biggest rant I ever saw, in which he just screamed bloody murder at the camera in order to vent his frustration at the YouTube copyright system. This was brought on because of the policies that Nintendo were implementing to those that wanted to use their creations on the internet, and how YouTube was complying to those policies in bias towards Nintendo's benefit. But this video is not meant to add kindling to the fire that is the YouTube copyright system. Rather, its purpose is to open a dialogue about how the copyright system in general is counterintuitive to the internet. And that's what I want to talk about today. The copyright system and how its functionality contradicts the fundamental architecture of the internet. I guess the first question to ask is, what is copyright? The copyright system was originally created to protect independent creators and business owners that were being overtaken by giant corporate monopolies. And so the copyright system's function was to protect those needy individuals and to promote capitalism's ideal of competition in order to give way to efficiency. It works by giving the creator the right of consent to their work and ability to control how the work is spread and who has the ability to become their audience. So, what about the internet? The internet is about the spreading of information and knowledge through a network of human communication throughout the world, and in proxy making the world a smaller place to live in. And its users heed no consent from anyone to use the internet to spread their opinions and anecdotes. In its most basic form, the internet has no governor to command where the information can and can't go, and who can and can't access it. Because of its widely varied user base, those that use the internet need a basic foundation in order to have a reason to communicate with each other. These foundations were usually built around interest groups, specifically and more robustly in interest groups that deal with pop culture, such as Disney and Nintendo. To these people, the creations these corporate bodies have given them have become a part of their lives, in turn making them form emotional attachments and inspiring them to create their own works. Sometimes utilizing creative liberty to utilize the original piece that inspired them. With no control of the flow of information on the internet, people have gotten adjusted to spreading their inspiration through social platforms such as YouTube and Facebook. But now the copyright system has endangered that free structure of communication on the internet that the user base has gotten so adjusted to. This, in essence, explains why people react so negatively on the internet when it comes to the topic of copyright. It attempts to stifle communication and control what people can and can't communicate about, and puts their creative liberty behind regulation and restrictions. When you attack a person's freedom to express and create, then you are seen as essentially preventing the concept of free speech. And we're not talking about free speech written into law, but how it has been idealized by civilizations for millennia as uncensored and unfiltered artistic creations. These two subjects are contradictions of one another, and are now in a battle to see who wins the right to creative works. The internet wants to spread creative works without regulation, thus raising human understanding to new heights, but leaving those that created the works in a position that would leave them financially vulnerable. Copyright wishes to protect the well-being of creative individuals by giving them the means to control their product and make it a commodity via the publicity the creative work has made. But this takes away the audience member's own right of benefiting from that publicly shared work that they themselves help elevate to great heights. In my opinion, the copyright system needs to adapt to the current conditions of the internet age in order to coexist with this new practice of unstifled communication. We can't allow copyright to instill its outdated ideals onto the internet and stop human progress, just to fill a few coffers of the middlemen that are the corporate bodies. In essence, what I'm saying is that right now we're not paying Shigeru Miyamoto. We're paying Nintendo, which in turn pays Shigeru a deducted cut. In recent times, we have seen some adaptations of copyright in a more adapted form, through fan-based support of creators. The best example of this is Team 4-Star, a YouTube parody group of Japanese anime, which has turned to their fan base for money in order to fund their ever-improving and freely distributed series Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They released the episode freely on the YouTube platform and receive fan donations through the Patreon website. In essence, what we are seeing is a cohesive relationship between creator and audience member, in which both members benefit. This system is not only aided, but also created due to the very structure of the internet. That's my 2 cents on the issue. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below, and also leave any critiques you have on this video so I can improve future videos. Alright guys, see you later.